Hello everybody, today we are looking at an 882 square foot newly built high-rise apartment from Chicago, Illinois. Now there are several design problems that are actually reducing the functionality of this unit. Let's look at them together before we fix the plan, starting out with the front entry. The entry space is really tight, it's quite cramped. We've got the laundry, the entry closet, and then these door swings that open up towards the front door, so it's a bit awkward. I think the location of the kitchen is one of the bigger problems in this unit because it's right by the front door. You have to walk through the kitchen basically to get into the unit. It's kind of like walking in the back door of a restaurant. I really don't understand why the wall to the bedroom would be optional. You really can't not have a bedroom in this unit. I think the biggest design problem overall though is the layout of the walk-in closet and the bathroom. The bathroom is a segmented design and there are 3 doors for this really oddly proportioned bathroom, and then there's a separate room for one sink, and then the second sink is actually in the walk-in closet, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're gonna fix this plan together, and if this had done prior to construction, I always argue this wouldn't have cost any more money and it would greatly improve the functionality and the property value of the unit. So let's start out with the front entry. I've taken out the washer, dryer, and the closet, and I just realigned the wall with the exterior wall so that we can fit a much bigger front entry closet, and it's kind of tucked into this niche, which is actually a really nice idea because this now actually creates an entry space. When you walk into the front door, you're not confronted with door swings, and there's actually a place where you can greet your guests, or you could even put a bench. So now let's move on and let's work on the closets and the bathroom. And I think that part of the problem with the bathroom is they were trying to make it very luxurious. So I'm going to return it to a more simple layout where we just have a standard layout, which is basically a tub or a shower at one end, and then we can have the toilet next to it, and we still have room for a good sink, vanity, and counter. So I'm going to keep that layout as is, and then in this nook, because I've now created a vestibule entry where you go into the bedroom or into the bathroom, this is the ideal place for the laundry. We can actually put a stacker washer dryer plus a linen closet next to it, all within one millwork unit, and this is a great place because it's tucked out of the way of the public space of the unit, but it's very accessible. So in the bedroom, what I've done is I've enclosed the bedroom, so it's not an optional wall, and then I'm gonna make space for the wardrobe closet next to the door, which I think is an ideal location. We can have a double wardrobe, which is interesting because if you look at the previous design, we have as much wardrobe space in this unit with the walk-in closet, or in the previous walk-in closet, than we do now. So let's look at the kitchen. This is interesting because now the kitchen seems to want to go into this natural spot back in the back of the unit. We can actually put the fridge on one end, and I always like to start with the fridge layout because the fridge is the biggest appliance and we have to figure out where that goes first. And then we can have a really big back counter, and I'm going to center the cooktop in the middle of the back counter, and then we can have upper cabinets all the way across the back counter. I'm just going to dot them in so we can see sort of what I'm doing. And then that allows us to have a really, really big island, and I think this is actually a great location and a great idea for the island because it's going to allow us to have counter seating, which is excellent, so that we can sit at the counter and we can put our sink and dishwasher in the island. And if I'm standing in the kitchen, this is me with my feet, if I'm at the kitchen sink, I now have this great view out the windows to the skyline of Chicago, which is why you're paying all this money for the unit, which I think is great. So now this leaves us a really big space for the living room and for the dining room furniture. And I'm going to use my furniture template here, and I'm going to place the furniture. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2-seat sofa on one side, and I'm just going to trace it so that it is perfectly to scale, because everybody knows that we have to have our furniture perfectly to scale in order for it to look correct. So 2-seat sofa, I'm going to put an end table here, and then I'm going to put a 3-seat sofa opposite to the 2-seat sofa. I'm just going to trace it right here. I'm just going to align it there perfectly so we can have our 3-seat sofa opposite the 2-seat sofa. This is great because you can now look out at the view. It creates a nice furniture grouping. So we're going to do it like that. And then I can put another end table in between them, and then a big coffee table that is shared with the 2 sofas. And that means that there is a natural place for the television, which will go on this wall, and you still have the circulation route that you can get out to the deck, which is great. So finishing off the dining room space. In the previous plan, we had kind of a crappy dining space because it was sort of a leftover space at the back of the unit. But now that we've rearranged everything, we actually have quite a bit of room. We can get a good 4-person dining room table. And this is a logical place for the dining table because it's close to the kitchen. But if you're sitting at the table, you're still gonna have a great view out towards the Chicago skyline. So this is what I think we should do to this 882 square foot newly built high-rise apartment in Chicago. Of course, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this design, so you can post a comment or you can send me a message.